I thought I was going to have an audience this evening. As a destitute writer, I will not perform without spectators or compensation. And those who would benefit cannot afford to see me. All right, let's pretend for a few moments that you're an academic group. Students and theater aficionados I will accommodate, whether they're real or imagined. I will accommodate by performing from one of my more celebrated works. No, I will not recite the one about the bird. No. America's most celebrated poem comes with a price. And since my pockets are empty this evening, I shall speak of lost love. The name of this poem is Annabel Lee, and it happens to be the last verse I've written. This concerns an ideal love, a love that was consummated when both participants were hopelessly young. It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child and she was a child of this kingdom by the sea. But we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee, with a love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, that a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee.
It's me, my love. Don't you recognize me? I have never been far from you.
You are a ghost.
Your eyes deceive you, Edgar. And my eyes see someone who's in desperate need of comfort. Now come, let me show you how real I am.
No.
I am who I appear to be, Edgar. You look as though you need comfort. Come to me. I've never been far from you. Let me hold you, comfort you, show you how real I am.
No, this is trickery. It appears that my imaginary audience has decided to offend me with a vulgar prank.
There's no one out there. This isn't a hoax, Edgar. Now come and warm me. I've waited very patiently in a cold and dark place. The least you can do is come and warm me.
Leave me alone. You are nothing more than a figment of my corrupt imagination. You are an apparition, a hallucination, a ghost.
What is this infernal racket all about? I wasn't expecting company. Who might you be? I said, who might you be?
Edgar Allan Poe, America's most distinguished man of letters. Actually, I'm a delusion, as is my creation, Miss Annabel Lee.
Mr. Poe, I don't see anyone here except for yourself. An apparition, you say? Why, you're nothing but a figment of my imagination. On the other hand, I'm a real ghost, and I've been haunting the Hudson Valley for many years. Now, I don't remember inviting you at all, so be gone.
But I finally found an audience. They were listening to me.
Come, Edgar.
Where? Where, Annabel? Where?
To find a real audience that is appreciative of your work. Clearly, we are not wanted here.
What a sad man indeed. In his life, Edgar Allan Poe didn't make much money. And in his death, now he returns, seeking for compensation for his work and notoriety. I wish there was a way to help. Oh, I'm so sorry, I've forgotten my manners. It's been such a long time since my last visit that I scarcely recognize many of you. Let me introduce myself properly. My name is Hilda Mansfield, and I'm your Hudson Valley historian, your storyteller, your innkeeper, and a ghost. My usual place to haunt is the Vanderbilt House in Philmont, New York, which was built by Cornelius Vanderbilt himself in 1860. I've been haunting the place since my death in 1959. Well, does that frighten you? It shouldn't. Actually, we're quite harmless, and we're very eager to tell you stories. Let me give you a few examples. Of course, you know about Henry Hudson and his ship, the Half Moon, which sailed up the Hudson River in 1609. Well, it's been sighted many times since. Quite recently, actually, on the shores of the Hudson River. Need I mention the Lincoln Ghost Train? In 1865, Lincoln's body was taken by rail up the Hudson River on the east banks from New York City to Albany. Now, I don't want to give away too much, but if you're down at the Rhinecliff Railroad station late at night and the wind is howling and you hear a piercing shriek through the night, well, it might not be Amtrak. You see, we're all around you. Civil War soldiers, Revolutionary War soldiers, British troops, actors, scamps, thieves, educators. And we're all very willing to educate you and perform for you. But money is sadly the difference between appearing and forever remaining invisible.
Bah! Humbug!
Ebenezer Scrooge, what are you doing here?
Here to make money.
Don't you have enough money?
There's never enough. I should be making appearances at local schools, libraries, historic mansions. But that takes money. And I'm not going to spend my own.
Well, how do you plan on accomplishing this?
My creator, Mr. Charles Dickens, had a vision of bringing literature to life. It is my mission to raise a fund or two for those unfortunate students who only know me through the printed page. If I had the opportunity where I could meet them, engage them, amaze them, and show them the error of their ways.
Well, these are all very lofty goals, Mr. Scrooge, and I hope that I can help you in accomplishing them.
Salutations and welcome. I'm here to offer my collaboration.
Who might you be, young man?
Why, my name is William Shakespeare. Poet, playwright, actor, director, butcher, baker, candlestick maker. Well, maybe not the last three, but you catch my drift. Are we all here for an enchanting evening of theatre, or is funding an obstruction?
William Shakespeare!
Bah! Humbug! Dickens was a better author.
Well, Mr. Shakespeare, to what do I owe this astonishing pleasure?
Well, I'd like to assist you in your fundraising efforts. If you include a few of my works, the chances of you reaching your goal would be far greater. It would also give me the chance to present and perform my work for those, dare I say it, who are afraid of Shakespeare.
Well, how do you plan on accomplishing this mission?
Easily. Allow me to present a taste of Shakespeare. Include me in your program, and I'll present bite-sized portions of 4 of my most celebrated plays, theatre for those who do not attend theatre. With me acting as host, students and theatre buffs alike will be treated to 4 classic scenes and timely themes.
Well, tell me what scenes you're planning.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Romeo and Juliet, young lovers battling authority. The Taming of the Shrew, mature lovers battling each other. Macbeth, the destructive nature of political ambition. How timely. And of course, A Midsummer Night's Dream. Oh, why do fools fall in love?
Why do they indeed?
It's showtime! Not without funding, it isn't.
Not more performers.
And lowly performers at the look of things.
William Shakespeare. Why, your plays are riddled with low comedy.
Oh, that's a low blow, even from someone of your ilk.
Well, if it's funding and stage that you're after, why don't you tell me what you have to offer?
Music,
Comedy,
dance,
drama,
magic.
juggling.
Oh, I get it. You're vaudevillians.
Yes, we represent what Americans used to love until the age of electronics. In the great tradition of commedia dell'arte, we travel far and wide. We perform on street corners and in opera houses.
Yes, and we would like to continue doing just that. Remember, live is better, but it takes funding to perform our style of variety show. We're suggesting that everyone put down their electronic devices and engage in performances that have heart and passion.
Well, what do you call yourselves?
I'm Charlie and this is Myrtle.
And we're Theater on the Road. We have talent, we have variety of acts, and we perform for audiences both young and old, far and wide, and the general population. We just need someone with money to match the two of us up.
Theater on the road. I like the sound of that. Do you mind if I borrow it?
Not without funding. Even the smallest donation will help us do what we do best.
Well, then Theater on the Road it is. Why, we'll include Edgar Allan Poe and his phantasms, whether they're real or not. And we'll have the great ghosts of the Hudson Valley, myself included. And we'll have Ebenezer Scrooge and his creator, Charles Dickens, and the ghosts of Christmas. And we'll have, of course, William Shakespeare and his most beloved characters. Now, I know that lovers of history and literature would love to meet us, but cannot afford to do so. Now, just take a look at what we have to offer and know that your contribution, no matter how small, will help to change someone's life. We need funding to bring us directly to you, which is why we've created
Theater on the Road!